Now, today we will discuss logarithmic differentiation. As the name suggests, we will be using the logarithm in differentiation, right? So, first we need to know when to use logarithmic differentiation. Look here. First situation is when the function which you want to differentiate, that is y, which is equal to fx is equal to ux raised to the power vx. That means when the exponent is a variable or a function, then we use logarithmic differentiation. For example, if I have to differentiate x raised to the power x, now this function is of this form. Here the exponent is a variable. So in order to differentiate this function, I will be making use of logarithmic differentiation, right? Yes. Now please note that you had learned that derivative of x raised to the power n is n into x raised to the power n minus 1. Here n was a constant number. So if I have to differentiate x raised to the power x, I cannot use this formula because here power is a variable. So in order to differentiate this function, I'll make use of logarithmic differentiation. So this is one situation in which we have to use the logarithmic differentiation, and the condition is exponent is a variable. The second situation when we use logarithmic differentiation is when the function is a product of some functions. That is, if fx is equal to ux into vx into wx into px. Here you can see that this function is the product of these four functions. So in this case also, if we use logarithmic differentiation, then the process becomes a little simpler. So let's take one example through which I'll explain the process of logarithmic differentiation. Yes, the question is differentiate with respect to x. The function is y equals to x raised to the power x, where x is greater than 0. Yes, here exponent is a variable, right? So I'll make use of logarithmic differentiation. So what we do? We take natural log on both sides. And yes, natural log means log to the base e, right? So on taking natural log on both sides, I'll get log y to the base e is equal to log x raised to the power x to the base e, right? Now, this is log y to the base e. Yes, from the properties of log, we know that log x raised to the power m is equal to m into log x. So using this property, this will become x, this power will come in the front, x log x to the base e. Yes. Now please note that log is defined for positive numbers. That's why here x is greater than 0, because We are taking log y, so that means y should be positive. And here we are taking log x, that means x should be positive, right? Now, we differentiate both sides with respect to x because I need to find out dy by dx. So, we learned that derivative of natural log x is equal to 1 by x. So, d by dx of log y to the base e is equal to d by dx of log x to the base e. Right? Now, derivative of log y with respect to y will be equal to 1 by y into derivative of y with respect to x. This is equals to. Now here I need to find out the derivative of this function and this function. Two functions are getting multiplied, so I'll be making use of product rule. So first function, it is x into derivative of the second function, derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus second function, that is log x to the base e into derivative of the first function, that is derivative of x, which is 1. So I get 1 by y dy by dx is equal to 1 plus log x to the base e. So from here, dy by dx is y into 1 plus log x to the base e. So dy by dx is equal to, what was y? Y was this. So it is x raised to the power x 1 plus log x to the base e. This is the derivative of x raised to the power x. Let's take another question. Find dy by dx if y is equal to a raised to the power x, where a is greater than 0 and not equal to 1. Yes, y is equal to a raised to the power x. Yes, here note that this power is a variable. So we will make use of logarithmic differentiation. So taking natural log on both sides, I'll get log y to the base e is equal to log a raised to the power x to the base e. Now I will not be writing this base e again and again. So it is understood that wherever I have taken log here, it is natural log, that is to the base e. Natural log is denoted by ln, so you can use this symbol also, right? Now this is log y is equal to, yes, we know that log x raised to the power m is equal to m into log x. So first I'll use this property here. So this power will come in the front into log a. Now we differentiate both sides with respect to x. So I'll get d by dx of log y equals d by dx of x into log a. Yes, derivative of log y with respect to y is 1 by y multiplied by derivative of y with respect to x. This is equals to, here log a is constant, so I take that out of the operator into d by dx of x. So 1 by y into dy by dx is log a into 1. So from here dy by dx is y into log a. And what was y? Y was this. So dy by dx is a raised to the power x into log a. Yes, you can memorize this as a formula also. So remember this, d by dx of a raised to the power x is equal to a raised to the power x into log a. That means, if I ask you, what is the derivative of 3 raised to the power x? It is of this form. Role of a is being played by 3. So its derivative will be a raised to the power x. That is 3 raised to the power x into log a. Log a means log 3 and it is natural log. That is to the base e. Yes. Let's take another question. Find dy by dx if y is equal to x plus 3 whole squared into x plus 4 raised to the power 4 into x plus 5 raised to the power 8. Now look here. Here this y is a product of this function and this function. So y here is of this form. That is, y is the product of some functions. So to facilitate the process of differentiation, we make use of logarithmic differentiation, right? So taking natural log on both sides. Yes, I'll get log y to the base e is equal to log x plus 3 whole square into x plus 4 raised to the power 4 into x plus 5 raised to the power 8, and this is to the base e, right? Now this is log y. Now it is understood that it is to the base e. Yes. In class 11th, we learned that log xy is equal to log x plus log y. So using this property, I'll get log this into this will be equal to log x plus 3 whole square plus log x plus 4 raised to the power 4 plus log x plus 5 raised to the power 8, right? And we also know that log x raised to the power m is equal to m log x. That is, this exponent comes in the front, right? So here, using this property, this exponent will come here. So I'll get 2 log x plus 3 plus this exponent will also come in the front. So 4 log x plus 4 plus 8 log x plus 5, right? So now differentiating both sides with respect to x. Yes, log of y with respect to x. Derivative of log y with respect to x is 1 by y into dy by dx. Now log of x plus 3, so its derivative will be 1 over x plus 3 into derivative of x plus 3, which is 1, plus 4 into derivative of log x plus 4, which is 1 over x plus 4 into derivative of inside function, which is 1, plus 8 into derivative of log x plus 5, which is 1 over x plus 5 into derivative of x plus 5, which is 1. So from here, dy by dx is equal to y into 2 over x plus 3 plus 4 over x plus 4 plus 8 over x plus 5, right? And what was y? Y was this function. So just replace the value. So it's x plus 3 whole squared into x plus 4 raised to the power 4 into x plus 5 raised to the power 8 into 2 over x plus 3 plus 4 over x plus 4 plus 8 over x plus 5. This is the derivative of y with respect to x. Let's take another question. Differentiate with respect to x. Yes, y is equal to log x raised to the power cos x. So look here. Here the exponent is a function. So we will use logarithmic differentiation. So taking natural log on both sides, I'll get log y to the base e equals log x raised to the power cos x to the base e. So it's log y equals, yes, by property of log, this power will come in the front and it is log of log x, right? Differentiating both sides with respect to x, I'll get, yes, derivative of log y with respect to x. It's 1 by y into dy by dx equals to, yes, I have to find out the derivative of this. So here you can see two functions are getting multiplied, cos x and log of log x. So I will apply the product rule. So first function, which is cos x, into derivative of the second function. Yes, outer function is log function, so its derivative will be 1 over log x. Do not change the inner function. Then by chain rule, derivative of the inner function, that is derivative of log x, which is 1 by x, right? Plus second function, that is log of log x, into derivative of the first function, that is derivative of cos x, which is minus sin x. So I'll get here 1 by y dy by dx is cos x over x log x minus sin x into log x. So from here, dy by dx is y into cos x over x log x minus sin x into log x. Put the value of y. So dy by dx is log x raised to the power cos x minus sin x into log x. This is dy by dx. Let's take another question. Differentiate with respect to x, where y is equal to square root of x square minus 1 into 3x plus 7 raised to the power 5 by 3 over x square plus 3 whole raised to the power 2 by 3. Yes. Now look here. Here, these functions are getting multiplied. X square minus 1 into 3x plus 7 raised to the power 5 by 3 into 1 over x square plus 3 raised to the power 2 by 3. So y is the product of these three functions. So in order to facilitate differentiation, we make use of logarithmic differentiation. So taking natural log on both sides, I'll get log y to the base e. This is equals to log to the base e of, yes, I'll write this as x square minus 1 raised to the power half into 3x plus 7 raised to the power 5 by 3 divided by x square plus 3 raised to the power 2 by 3. Right? Now, from the property of log, we know that log of x by y is log x minus log y. So I'll use this property here. So this whole is your x and this is your y. So I'll get log y will be equal to log x square minus 1 raised to the power half into 3x plus 7 raised to the power 5 by 3 minus log of x square plus 3 raised to the power 2 by 3. Right? Now, this is log y equals, yes, we also know that log x into y is log x plus log y. So again, applying the property of logarithm in this, I'll get log x square minus 1 raised to the power half plus log 3x plus 7 raised to the power 5 by 3 minus log x square plus 3 raised to the power 2 by 3. So this is log y equals. Now again, applying the property here, this exponent will come in the front. So I'll get half log x square minus 1. This exponent will come in the front. So plus 5 by 3 log 3x plus 7. And this exponent will come in the front. So minus 2 by 3 log x square plus 3. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x, right? So derivative of log y with respect to x, it's 1 by y into dy by dx equals, this is half. Now here outer function is log and derivative of log x is 1 by x. So it will be 1 over, yes, do not change the inner function. Role of x is being played by x square minus 1. Now into, by chain rule, derivative of the inner function 2x, right? Same here, plus 5 by 3. Outer function is log function. So derivative of log x is 1 by x. So it will be 1 over 3x plus 7. Role of x is being played by 3x plus 7 into derivative of inner function, which is 3, minus 2 by 3 into, again derivative of log x square plus 3 will be 1 over x square plus 3 into derivative of inner function, which is 2x, right? So I'll be getting 1 by y dy by dx, it is, this will get cancelled out. So x over x square minus 1. This will get cancelled out. So 5 over 3x plus 7. And here it is minus 4x over 3 into x square plus 3. 2 into 2x will give you 4x. So from here dy by dx is y into, and what is y? It's x square minus 1 into 3x plus 7 whole raised to the power 5 by 3 over x square plus 3 raised to the power 2 by 3 into x over x square minus 1 plus 5 over 3x plus 7 minus 4x over 3 x square plus 3. This is the value of dy by